SoftPlan has added a new paint vegetation tool to allow you to more easily lay out both grass as well as landscaping within the site plan mode, which will translate to your 3D models. Within site plan mode, selecting Draw Vegetation will give you the option of paint vegetation or to insert a vegetation poly and have it infill with a specific symbol. In this first example, using the vegetation polygon, we can sketch in an area and have it infilled with a three-dimensional grass symbol. This would be very useful for creating a better texture or more detailed model with grass in the forefront, and then use the flat site plan in the background to infill the model. To have a more dense infill of a specific symbol, increase the density to a maximum of 200. Once that has been set, select OK and proceed to sketch the polygon area for the grass symbol and where it will be placed on the actual site plan. When the polygon is completed, SoftPlan will now update the three-dimensional textured model using the symbol and the density factor that was input. Note the level of detail on the right side of the walkway where the irregularities of the three-dimensional grass symbol now overlap onto the existing sidewalk. These same steps could be used to complete the grass symbol on the left side of the sidewalk. Simply select to draw the vegetation, the polygon method, and set the density value. Trace in the perimeter of where the grass symbol is going to be located, and upon completing the polygon, SoftPlan will infill that area using those values. A quick zoom to surface and clicking on the wall will allow us to zoom in and see the density and the detail of the grass symbol. Next, using the 3D viewer, we will pan out and take a look at how we can add trees to the rear of the site plan. Focusing on the rear of the drawing, panning the site to the rear, we will now select the Draw Vegetation, Paint Vegetation option. Select the tree library with which to use and the tree symbol. Select OK. Update the density field to represent how dense the planting of the trees will be at the rear of the site plan. Click within the enclosed areas. Using the pine tree symbol in this case and the density value of 75, a series of trees will now be planted in the areas indicated by the paint option. The final part of this video will cover off how to define a specific area within the site plan for adding paint using a paint outline. On the site plan, begin by selecting Draw, followed by Paint and Paint Break. From the list of options, select the Spline Paint Break. Sketch in the spline on the site plan which you wish to infill with vegetation. Next, select Draw, Vegetation, Paint Vegetation. From the symbol name, change both libraries and/or symbols with which to paint with. Set the density value, click OK, and then position the cursor within the spline and click. Using the symbol selected and the paint density, SoftPlan will now plant those trees on the site plan and build the model. This method of quickly adding trees as well as grass textures that are more detailed will help build more lifelike models within SoftPlan in a very time-efficient way.